All right, guys, so today's Monday. Monday is my off day from the shop. I like to go out to the yards and pick and pull what we can get and see what's available. So this is only for eBay, this is only for YouTube because all this stuff is going to be about eBay and reselling and stuff like that. So obviously these parts actually are not even going to go on eBay. I might put that tail light on there. It's a tail light. So I was literally randomly just walking down one of the rows and that tail light was just sitting in between cars in a row, and luckily nobody like ran it over or anything like that. So I'm good with that. It's actually a 94 to 96, which are harder to find because it's got the orange over here. So we're gonna clean this tail light up a little bit, get in a little bit better condition. There's no cracks, just a couple scratches. But other than that, it looks really good. And it actually has a harness on it as well, which is a plus. So it's got full pigtail here, and it's actually got a good reverse bulb. So for resellers or anyone that knows about these cars, these plugs normally break off, these little tabs right here. I don't know why, it's always the clear one, the reverse one, but those are usually always in bad shape. So I'm happy that those are actually in good shape. Aside from that, we did get a RBB TSX head. So this came off of a 2008 TSX. When I got there, someone had actually already pulled the entire rocker assembly off of it. And I was kind of upset because I was like, man, like what am I gonna do with a RBB-3 head, just a bare head? And luckily that wasn't the case. It was actually, I'm missing a spring here, but it was actually in the back of the car. And luckily I found it, the cams and all the rockers, everything was still complete, literally all the bolts, everything. So if you find a car, make sure and always check in the back seats and the trunk, even some of the cars next to the car around it, because sometimes people will take these parts off and put it in a car not knowing that what they had, or they had it and they're going to come back and get it or something like that. So we went ahead and got all this stuff rounded up, and then we got all the complete head. I did now just notice that I'm actually missing one of these springs, which is fine. I have more of those, not a big deal. But the engine itself, I mean, this is how it came off. This thing was super clean. So I'm happy about that. We're gonna get this cleaned up the rest of the way, spray it down, clean up everything, and get that ready. So for those of you that don't know K-Series very well, this is a TSX head. It's the 3-lobe cam VTEC head. So this can be used on any K24 block, and that is going to give it a obviously dual cam VTEC. So unlike the A1s, A4s, A8s, all that stuff, they only have the single cam VTEC. This is the head that everybody wants for a K24 head. Obviously there are K20 heads available that are the same, but this is obviously going to be a cheaper route and still make tons more power than you would with a single cam or single lobe VTEC. So definitely a good find there. We did get a VTEC body. This just had some extra pieces in it actually from these cams, the rockers. Some of the springs and stuff fell out and I kept them in here. But I did get this body because it does have a good harness on it. So I'm going to use this harness for an OBD2 rebuild on a couple distributors. So that's always a plus when I find stuff like that. So again, we got this head. I believe the head was like, I don't know, maybe $115 or something like that from the junkyard, and it was in really good condition. And we're going to go ahead and post this for probably $350 to $400, somewhere around there, and they'll definitely sell for that. The tail lights, those are about 50 bucks, and you can get those for, you know, $15, $10 at the yard. Over here, there was actually an Integra with an H22 A4 swap, and this was the transmission off of it. So it's a H22 transmission, 5-speed, still in good shape. They actually pulled everything out and this was just sitting there. So I thought, hey, why not? I'm gonna get this transmission for like 100 bucks. And these sell for, you know, 400, 500 bucks for a 5-speed H22. So definitely a good come up on that one. And again, we're gonna get that cleaned up and go through everything. And then also a K-Series starter. A lot of people are always asking for K-Series starters and K-Series alternators. So if you ever see those and you want to resell them, definitely grab those because those do sell well. Again, like I said, this is only going to be for YouTube. Just some people that wanted to know a little bit more about reselling. These are definitely some of the parts that would be advantageous to grab if you have them in your yards. I originally went and intended on getting some single cam D-series transmissions in 5-speed, but there were none. All of the cars there, they had 6 Civics and all of them were automatic, and the one that was 5-speed was already pulled. So that's what we got today. If you guys have any questions about any of this, definitely hit me up, let me know. Happy to help, and you know, go out, get some stuff and resell it.